Hey guys, today we're looking at 7C Part 2. And 7C Part 2 is all about solving systems of equations. And our systems of equations are going to involve a rational function since we're in the rational functions unit. So we're going to solve systems by graphing and algebraically. Okay, so both graphically and algebraically. Graphically is the easier of the two, I promise you. Okay, so the first two we're going to solve graphically. In order to solve with a graphing calculator, we're going to open a new document. We're going to add a graph. Okay. And all I'm going to do is I am going to, this is going to be F1, and this is going to be F2. So I'm going to graph both of these as two different functions. So I have 1/3 x squared plus x plus 16/3 equals, right, so I'll press enter. And then I'm going to graph my second function, 3x over x minus 1. So in order to graph my second function, I have to hit tab. And as a fraction, 3x over x minus 1. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I can't really see where the graphs cross. I can tell maybe they'll cross up here a little bit, right? So I'm going to just zoom out. Menu, window plus zoom out. And there they are, that's where they cross. So then in order to figure out where they cross, we're going to go to menu, like we usually do. 6, which is our usual analyze graph. And then it's number 4, the intersection. Intersection just means where the two graphs are going to meet. Okay. So, and again, it's just like finding your minimums and maximums. I have to go to the left. I have to go to the right. And for our solutions, we're only going to worry about the x value. So, x equals 1.62. Let's look at our second problem. Pull it over so I can keep my graph where it is, my calculator. So, I'm going to, again, open a new document. I'm not going to say, add a graph. Freak out again. So I have x squared plus 1/2 x, and make sure the x is outside the 1/2 x, and then minus 2. Enter. Tab to get our next one, and make that fraction. So x squared x squared minus x minus 2 all over x minus 2. And you can see here I have 2 points where it's crossing. So I'm going to go to menu, analyze graph, intersection. I'm going to go to the left, press enter, and to the right of that first point and press enter. I get x equals negative 1.5. And then I want to find my second point. So menu, analyze graph, intersection, to the left and to the right. And I get my x value of 2. So x equals negative 1.5 and x equals 2. All right, then the next thing After we solve graphically, right, so not too hard, just graphing and finding the intersection. Now I'm going to try and solve algebraically. So with algebraically, we're setting them equal to each other and then solving just like we would any other rational equation. Okay? So our first step, set equations equal to each other. So my first equation is 4 over x, and my second equation is x plus 3. Now I'm just solving. Okay? So, just like before, this is really over 1, right? X plus 3 over 1. So now I'm getting an LCD. My LCD here is just x. So, this equation isn't, the first equation isn't missing anything. My second equation is missing an x. So I have 4 over x equals, distributing that, x squared plus 3x over x. So then ignoring my denominators, I have 4 equals x squared plus 3x. This is one of those where we have an x squared. So I have to subtract 4 from both sides. So 0 equals x squared plus 3x minus 4. Factoring, I get x plus 4, x minus 1. Right? Switching from factors to zeros, x equals negative 4, and x equals 1. Okay? So once, with these systems, right, just setting them equal to each other, you're just doing exactly what we did in the first part of 8C. You're just solving an equation. Okay? Solving a rational equation. Alright, looking at B. Again, setting equal to each other. I have 9 over x equals 4x. And again, 4x is really over 1. So my LCD, again, is just x. So my first equation isn't missing anything. My second equation is missing an x. So now I have 9 equals 4x squared. All I'm going to do is, again, set it equal to 0. I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. 0 equals 4x squared minus 9. So again, this is an x squared, meaning I'm factoring. This one is a difference of squares, right? 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square. That means I have 2x minus 3, 2x plus 3. Okay? So x equals, when I have things like this, I need to change my sign to a positive. And remember, it's a fraction when it looks like that. It's 3 over 2. X equals, change your sign, 3 over 2. Right, again, that's part of switching between those zeros and those factors. It's the sliding one. Right, whatever's in front of x slides to the denominator, whatever's in your denominator slides in front of the x. Okay? And that is it. That's all we have for today. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.